I misguided them. And I made them confess Jesus was Lord. And I feel bad today for this because Jesus is not God. And there's only one God. My name is Mariana Tavares. I'm from Portugal. And my childhood, someone from my house used to beat us up, used to beat my mom. My mom is blind. When I was becoming a teenager, I started becoming very rebellious in my school. So the police came to my house and they took me to the orphanage. So I stayed there till my 18 years old. And the orphanage was very hard. I thought, my father doesn't want me, my mom doesn't want me. So I'm just here, what am I doing? What's my purpose? And I started becoming I didn't believe in God anymore. I thought, if God is real, why is this happening? Why we had to hide for 10 years? I feel alone. So I started questioning God's existence, if God was actually real. And then when I left the orphanage, I came to the conclusion God wasn't real anymore. For a few years, I was with this mindset of God not being real. But after a while, I was in my house, and this thought, it's like God's guidance. This thought came to my mind, and it was if I keep not believing in God, and God is real, I'll go to hellfire. So at this moment, I decided to pray. I closed my room, I bowed down on my knees because that's how I see all the Christians doing. And I felt even stronger in that moment. But in that moment, it was so strong that I started crying and I started feeling so much peace. I started feeling kind of forgiveness, in my heart. Then I started going to the church, a small church near my house. I learned Christianity, I learned the Bible, I had so many classes. We learned how to preach, so we practice outside, we preach to the people. So I started going to many Muslim countries. And I started preaching to Muslim kids for them to convert to Christianity. I think I preached at least 15,000 kids in Africa to convert to Christianity. And I really regret from this. I hope one day I go back and just tell them I became Muslim. Because I misguided them. And I made them confess Jesus was Lord. And I feel bad today for this because Jesus is not God. And there's only one God. So I went out to preach the gospel like any other day. And I met this group of Muslims. And we started debating about faith. And I realized they believed in Jesus as well. So I started studying Islam, but not from an open heart. It was from an Islamophobic perspective. Islam was from the Antichrist, it was the devil, it was nothing good. But slowly, there was some things I was realizing while I was studying Islam. I started having dreams. One dream that I was a Muslim. I'm wearing a hijab. One dream with the Prophet Muhammad, sallallahu alaihi wasallam. And I wake up and I feel like a Muslim. My thoughts about Palestinian videos, it was they're pretending, they're just acting to deceive people. That's what I thought. And there was this kid that I saw, I think in the hospital, and he's next to the wall. The doctor comes and he says, how are you? How are you? And the kid is starts shaking, and then he starts crying like a baby. I realized this kid cannot be pretending. And you can see in his eyes, he's so traumatized. So in this moment, I kind of started waking up. Before being a Muslim, I became pro-Palestinian. I realized Palestine was not the evil. It was Israel. And Israel was nothing like the Israel from the Bible. It's actually a completely different thing. It's a state, it's made up, it's not godly at all. I converted to Islam after the 7th of October. And I actually went to Palestine, seeing their faith and how they're not giving up.
And yeah, it's just sin wrong. People just came here to worship God, to celebrate their day of Ramadan, the 27th day. Not even that they can do in peace.
They don't have a mosque anymore. They don't have a house anymore. Not even adhan probably. And they're just praying every salah. Everything I believed about Islam was not right. They're not terrorists. They're actually, in this moment, they're victims.
Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullah, Mariana. How are you?
Wa alaikum salam wa rahmatullah.
Welcome in Istanbul.
I came to Istanbul to learn more about Islam. So I heard there is this concept in Islam that is about to enjoining good and forbidding evil. Could you explain that to me?
Of course, sure, Fir. As you see, Allah choosing us as a Muslim nation to make this a noble job, which is enjoining good and forbidding the evil. Let me give you some example. This life is like a sea, and we are in the boat, and all of us in the same boat. There is a person, one of the passengers, he said, I gonna pull this boat. And he did what he want to do, like following his desire, right? He thought that he gonna do something good, but actually he destroyed all the boat, and all of us were gonna drown with him. If we let him do that, we're gonna die, all of us with him. If we stopped him, we'll be saved, right? That's the concept of the ordering people to do the good things and forbidding them to make the bad things. That's why we should save the people. We should lead them, not just saying, I am a Muslim and I'm doing just the good thing for myself. This is not good, this is not acceptable. So, because you are become a Muslim and we are happy to having you with us there, we want to give you this gift. It is the Holy Quran. It is the gift from the Creator it is the message of the Creator for all the mankind.
Thank you so much.